again, just kind of piggybacking off that same kind of breakdown with you, and we'll go back to your screen here in a bit. Now, when he anchors down, right? So anchor down at front foot strike, you'll see that he has acceleration into that front leg, okay? So he's able to stabilize. Now, he hasn't even begun his trunk rotating, okay? We saw a little bit of counter rotation in the beginning. So now this is the move in which you anchor down, and now this is the leveraging of the arm argument or conversation, right? Because now the hip rotation gets completed. Now when the hips rotate, the trunk is then gonna rotate. So the hips complete rotation, which brings trunk into rotation, and then the trunk rotation is gonna bring the arm into the throw, right? So the trunk rotation occurs, and then it kind of brings into this trunk flexion, and all of that pulling sensation delivers the arm into the slot, into the release, right? Same thing we see, this is a really good view here of Tyler Glasnow, who, again, on time with the sequencing, and you can just see from the position of his trunk, I know you can't see where his front foot is, but you can just see how he leverages this arm by delaying that trunk from rotating, and then boom, he's anchoring down probably right there. So you see how the trunk hasn't even started its rotation. So now you have this complete separation, okay, from, again, I know you can't see it with Glasnow, but with that same thing we talked about with deGrom, and having that ability to stabilize in that drive leg, which then brings the hand up in time with the drive leg internal rotation, and then boom, that's when we get to this piece here, when he stabilizes in that front foot, separated, right, hip shoulder separation, and then the trunk goes into like that trunk flexion rotation, which delivers the arm. Okay, I know I'm talking a whole lot about other people. Let's get to you. Now, with the drive leg kind of already gone, there's that kinetic sequencing that's breakdown. So we're not able to maximize all of that energy. And now I see that the trunk is starting to pull, which then kind of puts you into this position here at full front foot contact. So now you kind of just complete your rotation of your arm or of the trunk, which isn't a drastic pull because it's already kind of going a little bit early, right? You see that? So in this back view, this gives us another good painted picture here of the separation. So you see how this your throwing shoulder and your rear hip are kind of moving together, right? Like, yeah, there's separation there, and then boom, we anchor down, and now they're kind of just moving together, and you're not fully able to create a ton of separation. Now, separation isn't created like unauthentically. It's not really forced. It's just proper sequencing. All it is creating an environment in which you can feel these things, right? You can feel the arm being pulled through. You can't feel the arm being pulled through if your trunk is early or if your hips are late, okay? So our job is to get that first, right? Get the hip rotation mechanics online first, get the trunk, get that glove side direction first.